Hello, our wonderful people for our Fully Vision Center event on IPL fall forward, fall and spring forward with
Bring
IPL.
forward.
There you go. Oh, I'm still dealing with that time change, man. All right. Well, we're having a great time today. Our wonderful Gabby can't be with us in person today, but she has done a beautiful job of recording something for us and kind of showing some before and afters on IPL, but also talking about something that we're going to start that's new here in the practice of a mask after treatment to help reduce the redness from the treatments themselves. And I'm going to let Gabby take it away and make some of the discussion. And then when she's done, then we'll have a little bit more discussion with our favorite folks here of our glamour gals, which is Stevie and Amy. And we'll talk about some prizes too. All right. I'm excited for all of you to be here. And thanks again. We really enjoy doing these monthly gatherings over the lunch hour. We will keep this quick and short today, so we should be wrapped up within 15 minutes. And then we'll have it on the website for posterity. All right. Okay, here we go with Gabby, our advanced laser esthetician.
Hello, it is past Gabby here. I'm going to be out of office while you guys are watching this, but I wanted to make sure that I was still here for you guys today. So I have two exciting things for you guys. Today, we are debuting our cold compress aftercare mask. So basically post IPL, post 1540, when you have that red and kind of inflamed skin, nothing feels better but a cool compress. And so we are now bringing in a add-on where we get all those benefits, quick and easy 10-15 minute mask, where it's going to instantly cool down the skin with ingredients like aloe, cucumber, and chamomile to help calm down that inflammation that you get right after that treatment. So it's just going to bring a whole lot of comfort. So I'm really excited for you guys to try that, as well as we are going to have a little bit of a, I guess I can't call this a live demo of IPL, but a little demo for you guys where I clipped together some video. We have a really cool before and after for a vascularity that I'm going to show you guys that I did on my sister. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut to that. You'll see me in the bottom corner. All right, hello, it is mini Gabby, hopefully, as long as I edit this correctly. So as you can see, what we are doing is we are getting a melanin reading like always for an IPL treatment. So you can see I had already given her a radio frequency. So she is a little bit more flushed than usual. But we are doing a touch-up treatment on her today. So she's already had a full series of dry eye treatments. So we did a couple test pulses. We're seeing how her skin responds. Again, I always like to test pulse over here because she is less red from that area as far as the radio frequency goes. So I get a better idea of how her skin is responding to just the IPL versus the heat that she had just had from the radio frequency. So for my sister, again, this is just a touch up. She had a couple, like she had one little vascularity on one side of her nose, but otherwise she had just come to me saying, hey, my eyes are starting to feel a little bit dry again. Can we get some touch-ups in? And so we went ahead and did this on Friday. And so you can see we're just going through our regular rosacea treating settings. I will cut here in a second where I'll show it in real time and with the countdown, just so you can see. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So all in all, this whole treatment where we treated her whole face was about 20 minutes. And again, as far as dry eye goes, what we look at is we are treating that rosacea. So not only facial rosacea, but we're going after ocular rosacea since that treats that causes that inflammation for the glands. IPL also helps with gland atrophy. So if you're having any glands that are starting to shorten up where they're not doing their job as effectively, it's going to help kind of bring back the dead with those. And then some other happy side effects is that we are paralyzing Demodex mites. So if you're more prone to those, IPL does help with cutting down on those a bit. And if you're prone to styes, it will actually help to take care of anything that's going on. So I cut ahead here just so you guys have seen an IPL before. So we cut ahead where we have now treated her whole face, and I had left alone that little side on each nostril You can see, I'll cut to a photo where you can see a little bit better the before of that tiny little vascularity. That's all she's had left. You can see right there, it's so small. That's all she's had left since we had done her series about like a year ago. So that's the only thing that's really came back that we just want to make sure we get that. We use a little bit different settings depending on what we're treating. For vascularities, we have different settings if they're tiny, if they're larger, as well as if she had any age spots, then we would have spot treated those accordingly. And hopefully here soon, I'll be popping up the little after photo so that you can see immediately it turns a little bit purpley. And by the time that I'm done treating the other side of her nostril, it actually completely cleared up. So there is that, general kind of flushing post-treatment, but the after photo that I'm about to show is by the time that we had finished her other nostril and did Toyo settings around the eyes, which you can see right here. These are the really easy ones that we do as a second pass underneath the eyes and over the brow, just to get a little bit more wavelength towards the eyes. And then just so you can see that side-by-side comparison. All right, and there was our IPL demo. I feel like I had a little TED talk. For one, I would like to apologize if you heard my dog this entire time. But again, I just want to show this before and after. We'll see if I can edit this to have that little picture here. If I can, I'm really impressed with myself. I think I'm going to have to get a little side hustle of video editing. But just that little vascularity makes such a big difference, especially when it's on your own face. A lot of times, especially those that have that magnifying mirror. That's always something that you notice a lot. So it's not necessarily something that anyone would be pointing out to her, but it makes such a big difference. And then even after just that radio frequency touch up, she was feeling such a major difference with her eyes as far as the dry eye symptoms. But I told her, I'm like, you have to get an IPL because her cause of dry eye is from that ocular rosacea. So I'm like, I know the radio frequency feels really good, but to do the IPL, that's what's gonna make the biggest difference for her. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I will see you all later. Thank you for watching my little video editing.
So cute. That is so cute. I'm going to pop my earbuds in just so that no craziness from around the office.
Sorry. Was I the only one that kept trying to ask Gabby questions through that whole thing? I kept wanting to ask her questions.
I know. It feels like she's here right in the office.
It really did.
Yeah. So one of the things that's cool about the going after the nose is this is where there's a lot of vascularity here. And believe it or not, when you go after those little feeder vessels, it really helps for the eyes tremendously. So it's not just cosmetic, but you think of someone, I think of, some of those actors that had the huge noses and nasty red noses, those were the people who had really bad rosacea. And those folks probably had just horrendous dry eye, but didn't know back in the day. Now we know what we know, and it just is so important. But the other piece that is important for us to remember is your sunscreen. We're getting into this beautiful sunshine back here, 73 degrees today. Oh my gosh, we all want to be out there playing. I know I want to be out there hiking. But we have to remember this is so critical that in addition to your facial cleanse, the moisturizer, please get that SPF 15 mineral based, specifically with zinc oxide. That really is the safest way to go. Our sun-kissed is safe to put on the eyelids themselves, which is an area that is very susceptible to skin cancer because we have not been doing a good job with sunscreen around our eyes because nobody wanted to, right? It hurt, it burned, it was not good. But now we have something that is helpful there and will reduce that rosacea from being so inflammatory. I know that we have a question. There is a question. With a series of treatments, IPL has reduced inflammation and eliminates bacterial infections, and most importantly, reverse MGD atrophy and stimulated the natural flow of boils into my tears. It seems to help during allergy season too. Yes, Terry, you are so right. So I always talk to doctors about the number one dry eye symptom people have. It's itching and burning. And so everyone thinks they have allergies, right? That's what I would think as a layperson. And as eye doctors, we are very quick to just give artificial tears or allergy eye drops like Pataday, which is one of our favorites. Unfortunately, if you don't have the thick, healthy tear film, everything's going to be concentrated in itch. So we don't want to throw in more stuff that will dry your eyes out, which are those Pataday drops, without treating the ocular surface dry first. So lid hygiene, that's number one. As you guys all know, start from the outside, work your way in, get rid of those crusty critters. You know, we're big fans of lid hygiene every evening before you go to bed. And then making sure that we get rid of the inflammatory component of dry eye, which is IPL, that's the rosacea side of things. And then we have a bunch of other fun little tools in our toolkit now with MIBO, XDemvy to help with the mites. So many times people, once they've had treatments, they don't notice they have allergies anymore. Chicken or the egg? What comes first, right? The dry eye comes first. That should be the answer. Does insurance cover IPL for MGD? At this moment in time, no, it does not, unfortunately. So I don't know if that's ever really going to come to pass because the insurance is still trying to recognize MGD actually exists. And we've known for well over 20 years that it does. So your guess is as good as mine on that question. Next question, Keith, super helpful review and new stuff. Yeah, we got all sorts of cool new stuff in the pipeline. More to come. There are 2 more treatments coming down the line, and one in particular that we're very excited about down the road called Potenza, which is radiofrequency and microneedling combined to work with structure function of the eyes. That's probably going to be next year. And then we have more things in the pipeline for ocular surface disease. All right. Gosh, you guys are so smart, folks that tune in. You guys really know what we're talking about. So I think it's now time for Miss Stevie and the prize. The prize is for the hydrating mask after treatment. That is an add-on to treatments, and you are going to get a freebie. So when you sign up for IPL. And
alrighty. So I also want to add that there are things in the future for beauty too. Okay, as we all know, I don't have dry eye. I'm all vain. That's what I do. So I just got to make sure my girls are understanding that. Oh yeah. Okay, so who gets the mask? The mask. Oh my God, I can't pull them all out. I just want to give them to everybody. Okay, let's see. That would be Keith.
Ooh, all right, Keith. Good job. Good job,
Yeah.
Keith. Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah. I wish we could be like Oprah and go, you get this and you
Right.
get that.
I pulled them all out and went, wait a second. Well, not all of them, most of them. I was like, oops.
I
Very
know.
generous today with your money.
Yes. Well, but you know, we're working on, and we'll soon start having some actual dust kicking up here in the office because we're going to be taking over a space and making it into some new treatment rooms. So we will be documenting the whole way through. And then once it's done, we'll have an actual in-person open house to showcase things and maybe, you know, have free giveaway treatments and things like that on that open house. So stay tuned. We will keep you all posted when this starts to happen, but we finally have our last plans and just need to get things from the city, and we're going to get ready to have some new face, new colors, new things here in the practice. So we look forward to sharing that with you all. Thank you once again, everyone, for tuning in for this month, our Spring into IPL event. And you know, we've got tons on the blog. So if you want to look at all sorts of crazy stuff, Skincare 101 for rosacea, highly recommend. I follow it to the letter. I try really well to follow Gabby's advice. And yeah, I definitely noticed a lot of change in my skin too. And yes, Stevie, I think we all love a little love, especially those of us that are, well, I'm the oldest of the crowd here. So there you go. I'm still not going to reveal how old I am, but I'm up there. Yeah, I'm an old fart. And it's the truth. So Gabby's going to keep me looking better every year. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy the sunshine. Get out there. Have fun.
See you
Bye
next
for
month.
now.
Yes.